What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be playing with the newest launch from Adept Cosmetics, and that is the Cyborg Choir palette. Look at this in all her glory. It's absolutely beautiful. We have their faux leather packaging with the plaque on here that says the name of the palette, and it also has like a duochrome shift to it, but this is beautiful. I love the blue, purple, and pink like candy sky moment. And then when we open up our palette, we just have this absolutely beautiful spring color story. Now this is a 15 pan palette. We do have 5 mattes down here, and then we have 10 shimmers. So Adept shimmers are always like shifty, they're sparkly. It is where they shine. They have lots of different textures, different formulas. Some of them are a little bit more on the putty side, some of them are a little bit more on like your typical shimmer shade formula, but they're always absolutely beautiful. And like I said, it's where they shine. This palette does retail for $79. I know that's a little bit on the steeper side, but it is a shimmer heavy palette, and the more shimmers they put in their palettes, usually the steeper the price point gets. But they do have an absolutely beautiful formula. I love it. Their shimmer shades, I will say, the first time I ever used an Adept palette, I was really disappointed because the shimmers creased on me like almost immediately. But I tried different bases, and if I use either my Natasha Denona primer or a MAC paint pot, they don't crease. So keep that in mind if you have any issues with creasing. Excuse me. With creasing, not only in Adept but any palette or like with a shimmer, try a different eyeshadow base and see if that helps. But this is beautiful. I'm excited. It is still in stock on their website. It does say that it is low stock, so I don't know what that means. I don't know how many are left. And I also don't know if this is a limited edition palette, if it's one that they will restock. You kind of never know with Adept. Sometimes they'll release something and it's like limited edition, snag it up now, it's gone, and then a few months later, oh, we've brought it back. So if it's something that you're interested in, snag it while it's in stock, just because you never know. But let's go ahead and create 2 looks with this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in a little bit, put on my eyeshadow base, and we're gonna hop into this. Alright, so my eyes are primed and we are ready to go. I did go in with my MAC paint pot and painterly because I got a new one finally, and it's so satisfying going in that first time. But let's go ahead and create 2 looks. So for our first look, obviously I want to play with this purple. I want to do something light, something spring. So we're going to do this purple in the outer corner, or well, not the outer corner, but like the crease and the outer corner, and then I want to pop this in my inner corner. And then for a shimmer, I think I really want to do this yellow shade. I don't know, we'll see when we get there, but let's go ahead and start with this shade right here. This is called Robotic Fusion. So I am going to pick up Robotic Fusion with an E24 brush, and I am just going to start fluffing this into my crease. That is very pretty. That's a beautiful pastel lilac-y purple. I'm not having any issues with the formula. It's not patching, it's not grabbing, it's not fluffing away. It is performing the way I expect an Adept Cosmetics matte to perform. They do have a beautiful matte formula, but as I already stated, the shimmers are where it's at. So I'm just taking that same shade and I am carrying it onto my lower lash line. Like I said, I want to keep this very light, very airy, very cohesive. I want to have the shimmers shine. Okay, that is beautiful. Next, let's go in with this yellow shade right here called Question Mark. I guess that's what that is. I mean, it is a question mark, but let's go ahead and go in with that. So I am going to pick up a Game Beauty E07 brush, and we're going to pop into this shade, and we're just gonna fluff this all in the inner corner, and we're gonna bring this up to where that purple starts. Now you could definitely use a white eyeshadow base for this. I think it would probably pop a little bit better, but I am getting some good color payoff. It's just a really light shade, but you can definitely see it. I'm just packing it on there really, really good. Alright, so that shade's definitely going to hold more of a punch with a white eyeshadow base, but I will say I am surprised at how well it did build up. The pigmentation's definitely there, it's just not at its full potential. But let's go ahead and pop a shimmer on the lid. So I think what I actually want to do, since this shade is so lightly pigmented on the lid, I think I want to put this in my inner corner. So for the lid, I want to play with this color. Like, I am dying to play with this color. Like, it is so shifty and beautiful. Like, right here I see like a pink, and on camera you're seeing like a lavender. So I'm excited about this one. That is called Digital Harmony. So what I'm gonna do, because I've noticed that I prefer their shimmers better this way, I'm actually going to apply this with a brush. So I'm going to go in with a Singe Beauty E04 brush. I'm going to pick this shade up, and this is a very like putty like shade. It is very soft, like you can see. Let me show you. Whenever I kind of dip in there, you can see how it kind of molds and moves around a little bit. So we're going to spray this with some MAC Fix Plus just so I don't have any fallout. And I am going to put this on my lid. Ooh, that is so, so pretty. Adept makes just the most beautiful shimmers. They really do. Gorgeous. Okay, so what I want to do next is I want to actually go in with this shade right here. So this one is called Binary Beat, and I'm just going to take that same brush. I'm going to flip it to a clean side. I'm going to pick it up, spray it again with my MAC Fix Plus. These shimmers are very fragile, so be careful when you're picking them up with a brush. And I'm going to spray it again, and we're going to pop this right out here on the inner, or the outer corner, the outer corner of my lid. That is so pretty. I apologize for my dog. Sometimes he barks, sometimes he doesn't. It's about time for my kids to be getting home from school. I'm filming this later in the afternoon, so he probably hears them and he is losing his little mind, but that's beautiful. Okay, let's pop something in the inner corner. We're gonna do that yellow shade that we discussed. So we're gonna pick up this shade right here. This is called Cyber Symphony, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pick it up with the same brush. I just keep wiping it off. Shimmers are really easy to wipe off your brush. So I'm gonna pick that shade up on that same brush. We're gonna spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and we're gonna pop this into the inner corner. That's very pretty. I like that. There we go. Okay. I like that. This is very light, very springy. I'm going to go ahead and finish this eye look off camera, and then we will come back and do the second look. Okay, so this is going to complete our first look with this palette. I kept it pretty simple. All I did was go in with my Glossier liner in the shade Canva in my waterline, and then I threw on some YSL Lash Clash mascara. I didn't do a liquid liner because I really wanted to keep this light and airy and springy, and I want to give those shimmers like a moment because they are absolutely beautiful. But let's go ahead and pump up the drama with our second look. So for this one, I think I want to play with this shade right here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this shade, which is called Robotic Fusion, and then we're gonna go into Synthetic Sound Wave. So I'm going to go in with my Sigma Beauty E24 brush. I'm going to pick up that light purple called Robotic Fusion, and we're going to once again pop this into my crease. And I'm gonna bring it pretty far over this time because I'm not gonna do another like lighter matte in the inner corner. I just want to have this as like a transition shade. Okay, so we're gonna play with this shade next. We're gonna deepen this up just a little bit. This is the synthetic Soundwave color. And I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M506 brush. I'm going to pick this up and I'm gonna tap it off because it is darker. I don't want any fallout. And I'm just going to pop this into my outer corner. That is so pretty. Instant payoff. I love it. It's blending effortlessly like a dream. Ugh, I really do love their mattes. I'm gonna bring this about halfway over. Again, I apologize for the dog if you can hear him. I don't think Katie's gonna pop up, is she? Oh, maybe. She might pop up. That looks really pretty. Okay, let's pump up the drama just a tiny bit. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is called Boring Circuit, and I'm just gonna take a Singe Beauty EO2 brush, and I just wanna pop this very lightly, like right in that very outer part of my lid, just giving a little bit of depth. I don't want this to take over my look and get crazy, but you see how that just adds just a little something. I really enjoy that. Now, what do we want to do on our lower lash line? I think what I really want to do is take kind of the same colors and keep it very cohesive. So I'm going to go back with that dark burgundy shade called Synthetic Soundwave. I'm going to fluff this along my lower lash line about halfway in. Yeah, I like that. That looks really pretty. And then we're going to go back in with Robotic Fusion, which is that lighter purple. I'm just going to pop that right here. Nice cohesive look. Okay, let's do some shimmer. So for this one, what do we want to play with for this one? It looks like we have a couple of holochrome shades in here. We have this one right here, this one which we already used, and I think we're going to play with this shade right here. So this is called Robo Rose. So I'm going to pick this up with my Singe Beauty EO4 brush that I have wiped off about 1,000,000 times now. We're going to pick up that shade Robo Rose and we're going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and we're going to pop this all over the lid. These are very soft shadows, so just be aware of that and be very careful because it takes minimal pressure. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love that color. Gorgeous. I'm just kind of blending it into these shades over here. I'm not picking up any extra. I'm not going in heavy-handed. I just want to make sure that we have a nice cohesive blend. So I'm going in with like the clean side of that brush. And you can see how it just effortlessly blends. Okay, let's throw something in the inner corner with this one. So I think we're gonna play with this one right here. This is called Voltage Violet. I think it's perfect for this. So again, same brush, we're gonna pick it up, we're gonna spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and we're gonna pop it into that inner corner. This one is not as soft as the other shades that I've been using, but it's still picking up really nicely. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this look real quick off camera, and then I will come back and show you the completed look number 2. All right, so this is going to complete our second look, and I love this. I think it's beautiful. I love the way that this turned out. Both of these looks are absolutely beautiful and perfect for spring. Let me show you what I used to finish off this eye look over here. So I went in with a ColourPop Cream Gel Liner Multi-Chrome in the shade Pixie in my waterline. And then for my lid, I lined with my Glam Light Calligrapher eyeliner. And then I went in with my YSL Lash Clash Mascara to finish off the look. And I love it. I love both of these looks. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom y'all out just a tiny bit, and then we're going to chat about this palette. All right, let's chat about this palette because I have some thoughts. First of all, I really enjoyed the color story. I liked it more than I thought I was going to. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to get like a lot of depth and a lot of different looks, but based off of the 2 looks that I did today, I don't think that's going to be an issue. The mattes in here performed just as I expect them to. They go on effortlessly. They blend out beautifully. I didn't have any patching. I didn't have any fallout. They just played together so nicely, and I love that I was able to build up some extra depth with this shade right here. It's not a true black, like a deep black. It's more of like a charcoal black, but it's still beautiful, and I didn't have any fallout with it. The shimmers in here are also beautiful as well. I love that we have some holochromes, some multi-chromes, just some shiny metallic shimmers as well. We have different textures. We have some that are a little bit more putty, some that are a little bit more on the powdery side, and they're beautiful. I love it. I am not disappointed with this at all. I think this is going to be such a fun palette for spring. I really do enjoy it. I love that they gave us these pops of yellow and teals in here, along with like your pinks and your purples and your blues. I'm really excited to play with this shimmer shade right here. It's like a really pretty silver, and I can't wait to play with that one. But I enjoy this palette. I can't wait to play with it some more and create some more looks. I need to play with that navy blue matte in here, but I want to hear from y'all. I want to know, which look is your favorite? Do we prefer this look over here, which is a little bit deeper and smokier, or do we prefer this look? It's like light and airy, very spring. I love both, but I think this one's going to be the winner for me. But let me know down below also, did you pick up this palette? Do you want to pick up this palette? Did you pass on it? How do you feel about Adept? Do you enjoy them as a brand? I know that some of their palettes can be a little bit on the pricier side because they like to put in a lot of those special shimmer shades, but that's just kind of the price that you pay when you get into shades like that. But let me know all of your thoughts down below. I want to hear from you, and as always, I want to thank you so much for watching my video and spending your time with me today. It means so much to me. And if you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified of all my future posts here on my channel. I do post quite a few videos every single week, most days if not every single day, and I wouldn't want you to miss one. But until my next video, have a good one. Bye.